It is all fun. You know what else is fun? It's week
Gambling.
6.
Gambling's fun. And healthy.
We're in week 6 of the NFL season, which kicks off tomorrow, right? So if you need some help making some picks, we got a guy.
Or a kid.
Yeah.
John is here with another installment of Child's Play.
Well, you guys have a guy. I have a kid.
There it is. Yeah.
Who then supplies the information. Guys, we are hot. We went 2-1 again last week. We're now 11-4 on the year.
Baby girl is on fire.
This is such an indictment of sports betting that a 5-year-old
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
And any so-called experts that like charge you for their services and stuff.
That's an excellent point.
Anyway, at this rate, guys, I'm going to be able to retire by the turn of the century. Things aren't going great elsewhere financially, but the betting's doing fine. Now, I don't want to say that it's time to panic for the 49ers, but they're doing that move where the plane hits turbulence and you look at the flight attendant.
If they're
to
okay.
see if they're nervous.
Right.
I think right now the flight attendant's like maybe white knuckling the seat a little bit at this point because it doesn't look good for the Niners. They are 2-3 after blowing another game. The Cardinals outscored the Niners 14-0 in the second half last week to win 24-23.
That was hard to watch.
Cody was at the game. It was 105 degrees in the Bay Area.
All these things are true.
This all comes after the Niners blew the Rams game earlier this year. Now, there's a world where the Niners are 4-1.
Yeah.
There's also a world where I have six-pack abs instead of a beer belly, and this ain't it. In this world, Christian McCaffrey's going to Germany for Oktoberfest, and they're serving Achilles tendon now. Schnitzel's on the menu there. Doesn't look good there. But they're playing the Seahawks, who lost to the Giants at home last week. Now, it's possible the Giants are better than we thought. It's also possible that the Seahawks are like Dave Grohl. Not as good as we thought.
Oh, Dave.
That news was tough to
Ooh, it was.
It was tough to swallow. Kind of feels like Vegas is going with the Foo Fighters hypothesis on this because the Niners are favored by 3 in Seattle. And here's the Child's Play. Okay, here we go.
Okay, just find out.
All right, Niners and Seahawks. Which one do you want? Ooh. Going with Seattle. Okay.
Sorry, Uncle Cody.
Yeah, we're going
That hurts
with,
a little bit.
Going with the Seahawks and the points there. I'm going to write that one down. Game 2, Steelers at the Raiders. The Raiders got blown out by the Broncos in a game where Gardner Minshew, threw a 100-yard pick six, and it wasn't even his worst pick of the game. That happened on the sidelines. Minshew was caught on camera.
What is he doing?
Biting his nostrils and seemingly enjoying the fruits of his labor.
Millions of people watching these games. You have got to know there's a camera on you at any time.
So the Raiders were blown out by a division rival. Star receiver Devontae Adams is demanding a trade, and their quarterback eats his boogers. Which means it's now time to update the official Good Day Sacramento Raiders vibe tracker again. Last week, I don't actually have the vibe tracker with me. You can put the camera down. We were doing this more metaphorically. Last week they were at the Dottie's Casino at Jones and Lake Mead, remember?
Yeah, that was a sad place.
Hard to imagine a worse scene than that, but the latest data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics just came in, and it is grim. They're now at the grocery store slot machines in Las Vegas. No joke, this picture is from a Smith's grocery store. They have slot machines.
In the grocery store.
Yes.
Ooh.
Guys,
It can't be that serious. It can't be.
these are historic lows for the vibe tracker. We've never seen this. Did I mention, by the way, the NCAA just issued head coach Antonio Pierce an 8-year show cause penalty for violations during his time at Arizona State? Just pile that on top.
Yeah, why not?
Not that it has anything to do with the NFL, but anyway. Honestly, though, nobody should be watching this game this week against the Steelers because it's going to stink. The Pittsburgh fans, before the game last week, these fans here
this
were
is
having
crazy.
a better time than you're going to have watching the game this
That
week.
looks miserable.
Neither team can score. Now, I'm going to meet my in-laws in Las Vegas. You know, they're all from Pittsburgh. So I'm going to be forced to watch this game like it's Clockwork Orange.
Toothpicks in your eye.
Yeah, toothpicks, hold my eyes open. You will not be allowed to look away. The Steelers have lost 2 straight, but they're favored by 3 in Vegas. Here's the Child's Play. Okay, Steelers and Raiders. Easy. That one was easy, huh? Yeah, she went with Mom's team.
Yeah.
She went with Mom's team. She took the Steelers there. All right, guys, final game. Jets and Bills. The Jets shocked everybody this week when they fired head coach Robert Saleh. Now, before the season, there was talk the Jets could be Super Bowl contenders.
Oh.
Instead, they're 2-3 after losing to the Vikings in London. Aaron Rodgers threw 3 interceptions in that game, so obviously Saleh had to go.
Yeah.
Now, the Jets really, really, really want you to know that Aaron Rodgers had nothing to do with Saleh's firing. Jets owner Woody Johnson told ESPN's Adam Schefter that he and Rodgers talked the night before Saleh was fired, but the topic of firing Saleh never came up. And today on Pat McAfee's show, Rodgers said he's offended that anybody would even suggest he had something to do with Saleh getting fired. Now, what makes Saleh's firing so surprising is that he and Rodgers seem to have such a great relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Just look at the camaraderie here.
Oh, yeah. Everything's fine.
This was a couple of weeks ago. After it happened, Rodgers told reporters that it was a mix-up. That Saleh isn't usually a hugger, so he was taken by surprise.
Well, what's that look afterwards?
And honestly, when has Aaron Rodgers ever misled us before?
Never.
I'm telling you, if Andy Cohen doesn't host a Jets reunion show after this season, huge opportunity missed. And let's bring out Robert Saleh. Guys, Saleh's body is not even cold, yet there's already talk about Bill Belichick coaching the Jets now.
Oh.
But I'm not sure he has the time to coach the Jets because the latest photo dump by Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, gives us a peek into how Bill spent Brat's summer. He visited a lighthouse. He was wearing a Taylor Swift sweatshirt. They stared longingly at each other, and apparently they had a pilgrim party.
Wow.
Now, Bill's not in this picture.
Yeah.
I like to think he's the one taking it. Obviously, bonnet's a good choice. Pilgrim party, always a good time. We're in New England, so, pilgrims make sense. A lot of people, including Belichick's girlfriend, might not know that the Jets already hired Bill.
Yeah.
But he backed out after just one day.
One day.
Now, his girlfriend wouldn't know that because it happened in the year 2000, before she was born.
Yes.
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. No.
This week, defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich is the interim head coach, and the Jets are 2.5-point underdogs at home against Buffalo. Here's the Child's Play. Jets, Bills. Okay, so she's not believing in the new coach theory. That maybe, maybe get some new blood and they'll turn things around. Okay, so to recap, we are going with the Seattle Seahawks +3, the Steelers -3, and Buffalo giving up 2.5 points as well.
And you said, what's baby girl's record now?
She is 11-4.
Wow.
That's
Now, to give you an idea, like if you're like a 55% better, you're like pretty good.
okay.
Because it's a coin flip. It's
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're going to take her out of school. She's going to do this full time.
we are going to Vegas this weekend, so
God, please.
bringing her in the sports book. Okay, so honey, which do you like?
No.